day, everyone. Thank you for coming into this YouTube channel, Trade Live with Precise Trader. Today is 6th June 2025, and this is a Europe session. Okay, do take note of the risk disclosure. Day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content on this webinar is mainly educational purpose. Use the information entirely at your own risk, and you must assess the risk of your trade with your broker before you put in your trades. So make sure you know what you are doing, and of course, you are solely responsible for all the trades you have taken and whatever the decisions you have taken. Okay, now the key data that is going to be out today. Okay, this is very important. Today is beginning of the month, so we are getting from the US the non-farm employment change, and we have US average hourly earnings and an unemployment rate. Then we also have a Canadian employment change and unemployment rate. So we would be also be coming in back again at 2000 hours. So we will be looking to grab some opportunity if there is any scene. Then of course we want to move on with the flow. Okay, now let's see now. Okay, the just give me a minute. Okay, the market usually whenever this data is going to be out, okay, market is usually will be quiet before the announcement, or unless something some data that has been leaked, then we might see a big movement happening. So as of now, okay, we see the euro trading around 11430. That's about 2013 pips from the previous close. Pound is about 13540. That's about 30 pips away. Only the dollar yen, I think we have about 50 pips movement. Okay, the high and low is about 143 half and 144. So the dollar yen seems to be a bit movement. The rest all are pretty quiet, and also the gold. Okay, the gold has been also the open at 52, high was 75, so which is about $23 move on the gold. So we can trade on dollar yen and gold. Then the rest all are pretty quiet. I mean, of course, if you are looking at yen, then probably the euro yen, pound yen, all this might be another trades, another opportunity which we can look. So let's discuss the gold first. Then we would go on to dollar yen, and preferably one or two yen crosses if there is an opportunity. Okay, so if you are looking at gold right now, okay, in fact, yesterday trade was a good trade, because yesterday I think we shorted somewhere 3,400 near the high, but we exited on this time belt, which is about 78.80. Then after that, I think we had a next big drop. The next 4 hours we had a big drop, which I think we did not capitalize on it, or we did not do a re-entry. In fact, after we closed at this, I think I put a re-entry at 88. Okay, but I think that order was not filled, because I remember I gave a sell order at 88, and this one to be taken lower at 63. This one also we gave an order, but unfortunately I think our order was not filled because of the spread, because the high was 33 88.3. So I'm not sure why that order was not filled. Okay, anyway, today Let's discuss this trade today. Today is being the last trading day of the week. So market broke the previous week high, and now this is a failure and is rejecting back to the trading range, which means to say that on the weekly this is back into the trading range. Then as far as the daily is concerned, okay, in fact yesterday our expectation was right on the dot. Okay, we were expecting this price to come off because yesterday was a down day. So today it's a bit tricky because market is expecting the data from the non-farm payroll, and also this is the beginning of the week and last trading day of the week. So we got to be a bit careful. So here today, either we might see, okay, we might see an up day within the trading range, or we may see the price, if your 52 breaks, then we may see the price heading towards south, towards the 39 was yesterday's low, and if it breaks, then we may see the price heading towards 33.16 or even 3300. So that means we are we have an opportunity. Okay, we have an opportunity of the the another $50 down move if the data today, is uh, supporting the dollar, which means to say the data must be stronger or better than expected. So you should get a good data, then you might see this thing is happening. But on the other hand, if today happens to be a weak data, then chances are we may see the price spiking up, and testing the high, or even higher than your previous day high. But that again depends on today's data and how is the sentiment. This is based on the daily. So now if we look into the hourly, okay, what the hourly is telling us, see, because you see different time frame, different time belt would give us a different view and different expectations. So we got to, if we are being a trader, we got to be make sure ourselves that we have a system, we follow and stick to the ideas, then play the game with comfort. So looking at the hourly or 360, okay, 6 hour chart, the 6 hour chart is telling us that this is a failure. Okay, this is supposed to be a violation zone. What do I mean by violation zone? That means usually when we see the price breaking the high, you should continue higher. So here it was a confirmation of a break, then after that it was a failure, then the market came off, right? So the same scenario, yesterday the market tried to break the high but failed and closed below the open. So which means to say the hourly is telling us that most likely we might see the low testing, okay, and we should see the price heading towards 3300 or lower, okay, 3306 or 3300, somewhere there. So taking this all into consideration, now finally we see the 15 minute. So your hourly, this is market is showing a failure, and right now this is trading below the open, which means to say that this market is expected to continue lower at least for the next 1 hour 50 minutes. If this 1 hour 50 minutes the price is not going lower, then we should not see the price going above 67. So these two conditions I'm telling you. One is we expect the price to go lower, that's one. Second is we should see the price, should not see the price going above 67. Okay, 67, or let me see whether I can give you a tight, it says 61. Okay, 61, and 63 half. Okay, 63 or 63 half. So what we can do is we can go for a sell zero point 0.1, because since this is a bit on the low side, so we will try to be a bit conservative. So we will go for a sell zero point 0.1 at 3360. Okay, 3360, and this stop we had to put above 68. Earlier on I told you 67. Okay, 67 should be, yeah, about 68. Okay, we'll put a stop above 68. Then we'll go for another sell zero point 0.3 at 63 half or 64, and that one we should be putting a stop above 69 half. Okay, then overall we expect this low to break. If it breaks, then we should see the price heading towards 52 and 50. This is all before the data. Of course, when the data comes into play, then we might have another call. Okay, so now let's key in this order. Okay, I want to sell 0.1. Either you can sell at market, or I think we'll go for a market because it's trading above 60 half. Okay, take note, there's only 0.1. Okay, I got it at 61. Okay, 61.1. Then what I'm going to do, okay, then I'm going to go for another sell at 65. Okay, another one at 65. This is 0.3. We are not going a very high volume, because this is, if you are saying if you are selling somewhere here, then we can go for a bigger volume. So since we already started seeing the price coming off, so we should be looking to sell slightly lower. So let me give the call. Okay, cautious sell XAU 0.1 and 0.3 at 3361, which we already sold, and 3365. Okay, stop at 3367 half. Just now that was the level we are looking at, 3368, and the next one is you should see the price. Okay, maybe we'll put it as 70 half. 3370.5. TP at 52.7 is the low. So we'll go for 3254 and 3248. Okay, so this is going to be my trade setup. Okay, this is going to be my trade setup. So one is I've sold at 61, just one 0.1, because remember I told you we have to uh, go for the trade. 54. Six, 5. Okay, so I've put in these two orders. Okay, and wait for this orders to work its way out. Okay, so overall what we feel is this strength now is 60 minute just started. So I don't think we should see the price going above 60, 65 or 67 if we see more weakness to be seen. So let's wait for this trade and let's see how this comes about. Okay, so the next trade, while we are waiting for the second entry for the gold to get filled, we will try to look for dollar yen. Okay, let's look at dollar yen. Okay, so dollar yen, if we look, okay, what is the current location? Okay, current location or current position for dollar yen. Okay, this is uh, a trading range or congestion on the weekly. So, and the current week high is 144.40. Okay, so we got to see whether this price has got a tendency to break this high. So what we are seeing is we are seeing a congestion on the daily. Okay, this has been down, up, down, up. So today should be a down day if we are right, or we can see the price extending to a max of 145 15 and 14560. Okay, 14515 and 14560. Okay, let me double confirm that. Okay, okay, so this is we should be seeing the price going slightly above, then fail and we should get a failure, then eventually we should see the price breaking the 43.30. So now if we look into the hourly, okay, hourly, we can see the price should not go above 145.40. Okay, 145.40. So we might see the price turning here, or we should see the price slightly above, then market failing before this level. So looking at this, okay, we are seeing RSI overbought. So what we can do is either the market can come down from here, or we can see the price going beyond 45 15, okay, 15 or 65, then eventually the price turning down. So since we are going to go for this trade, so what we can do is first we got to define on our stop loss, okay, because we can't afford to put such a high stop loss where we are seeing. So what we can do is we can put a stop at 75 or 44.40. So if we are going for a sell now, because now it looks like the market is turning down, okay, so what we can do is we will try to sell 0.2 at 144, then put a stop at 45, 144.45, and the TP we expect this low to break. If it breaks, then we should see the price heading towards 143.05. Okay, so let's see the price. Let's key in this order. Okay, let's key in this order. Selling 0.2 or 0.3, yeah, at 144.45 and 143.05. Okay, let's key in this order. Cautious sell, dollar yen at okay, 0.2 we'll go for one, another one is we'll go for 0.5. okay, this is going to be a two different entry. So one is we'll go for 0.2 at 144 and 0.5 at 145.15. okay, that means one is we are betting that the high is already been seen. Another one is we are, but if we see the data and the data comes out to be bad, then we might see the spike up, and that level should be 145.15 and 145.65. okay, remember we said we are expecting a failure, okay, if the data comes out to be worse than expected. So we can see the price heading towards 45.15 and 45.60. okay, then fail, meaning the fail, we should see the price coming off. So what we can do is we sell 0.2 at 145, and maybe we can go for, okay, the one I think we'll do after the data, not I think we don't have to be in a hurry to go for this. Okay, stop. Sorry. Stop at 144.45. okay, and the one I think we are going to go for 50 pip stop loss, the second one, 145.65. okay, and take note that 145.65 is also a turning level, so sometimes it might just touch the level and the market may come off. okay, so then the TP at TP at 1 1 143.05. Okay, and if this is going to be a failure, then you can also even see 142.65.70. So that means we will go for 35, which is a conservative TP, and 143.05. So this should be your orders for the dollar yen. So cautious sell dollar yen 0.2 at 144, 0.5 at 145.15, stop at 144. The 0.2, that 144 will put a stop at 45 pips away, and 65 pips as TP. Then the other one is 145.15. The one we will try to either put 43.40 or 43.05. So either one. Okay. So this should be your trade plan for the dollar yen. Okay. So now let's look into gold again. Okay, gold. Okay, we might see a congestion on the 2 hours. That means for the next 1.5 hours, we can see some strength. But your 15-minute is not showing strength. So which means to say that we should see the price breaking this low within the next 1.5 hours. So we may see the price coming off. So I think it's good to hold that 61 sell, hold, and try to exit before 54, before the data. So once the data is out, then we might want to do a re-entry again. Okay. I think that's about it, and because I think market has been pretty quiet, so I don't think we might be getting a big opportunity. So I'll see you all again at 2000 hours. Okay, because now the market is going to be quiet, so it's quite and choppy. So we just have to just bear with it. So this 2000 hours, that might be a big movement. So that's where we may want to spend some time and try to get onto the move. Okay. So for those of you who are coming late, okay, we are bearish on gold, and we see tonight. Okay, the data, it all depends on tonight's data. Okay, so most likely, okay, most likely we may have seen the high for today at 75. Okay, most likely. So for confirmation, we need to see this low break, then we can see the price heading south. Otherwise, we might see an extension, then fail. Okay, which is either 89 or 97. I don't think we can see 97, because I don't think we should see the price going beyond 89. So 89 might be a good sell for the data. So that on that during that session, maybe we'll give you that call. Okay, but as of now, I think we just have to go with the flow, and market is a bit quiet, so we don't force ourselves to take a bigger volume and get ourselves caught. So now we just want to go a conservative trade. So we are trying to sell at 61 and 65. Then the TP should be 54 and 48. This is before the data. So before the data, we may want to close it then we may want to take positions on different levels or better levels. So if you see any profit, I think you go for it. Just take the profit. Then we wait for the data. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all again in another. Uh, this is 15, 20. Yeah, another 5 hours time, 4.5 hours time.